God bless you all. I've been saved 2 years nearly now, January. Thank the Lord. And it's a blessing to be down here. It's an honour to be asked to give me testimony. And it's very, very hard, so I'm very nervous, so please forgive me. Kind of going back a few years back, quite a while ago. I was brought up with my mother and father and granddad and granny and that, you know, and never had no brothers and sisters. So I was kind of like, I had a really good upbringing. I was blessed. My father was a gorger man, so he didn't know the traveller's ways. He was very heavy into drinking alcohol. He was an alcoholic. And growing up around that, it kind of put me off of it, you know. But he was a good man. He loved me. But the one that really brought me up was my grandfather, Tom. He taught me most of the things that I needed to know, what to do, how to be a man, how to get me living, etc., really. But he passed away when I was in my early 20s, and it kind of left a hole in my life. And then 2 years later, my father died, 57 years old, had a massive heart attack, and I can see him now on the bed, and leaving just my mother and my granny, and kind of having to look and maybe had to think of them a lot more than I would have done at that age, you know. I thank God I married a beautiful, beautiful woman, Maria, my wife, and we got 3 beautiful children. A few years on again, my mother got cancer. Cancer of the stomach line, and I'll never forget the doctor turning around and saying to me, "There's nothing we can do for you now." Well, look at this. And I had an aunt and an uncle there at the same time, and this kind of said a lot of rotten things to me, and I held back from doing things I wanted to do, thinking of my grandfather and what he told me I should and shouldn't do. But so I was kind of, and then my granny died, and then I was obviously left on my own, and it really, really bad effect on my life, you know. And from there it started a bit of a downward spiral. I turned to drinking a lot, really, really heavily, you know. And I don't know how my wife stood me really, or my children, to be honest with you, because all my children saw was me sat in the kitchen table, drinking 20 tins of lager every night, feeling sorry for myself, searching for something that I could never find. But one day my brother-in-law walked through the door, and I saw a difference in him. And he said, "I'm a Christian, I gave me out." I thought, oh, fair play. Not really understanding or know anything, because I was never brought up as a Catholic or Church of England. I only went to church for like weddings, and that meant drinks, so that was cushy. But through the things that he said, and the things that I saw, the changes in him and my other brother-in-law, I saw he had an inner peace. He had something that I didn't have. He had something that I was searching for. And he asked me, he said, "Come to church." So I went. And while I was in the church, first off, I'm looking thinking, what am I doing here? What's all this job and all this thing and that? And slowly but surely it started to sink in. The Lord started to soften my heart, started to speak to me. And who am I for the Lord God that sits at the right hand of the Father to speak to me? And he told me things, and I gave me heart, and I never ever had a feeling of peace and happiness in my heart that night I did that. And because of that night I'm here. My wife's now saved, thank you Lord. I thought I loved her, I thought I knew what love was. But through Jesus Christ, me being saved, I know what love means now. I know what she means to me, I know what my children mean to me. I can go anywhere in the world and I can meet a brother and sister that I haven't got. And I thank Jesus Christ so much for it. If you do not know the Lord, please, please, give him a chance. It's no coincidence that you're here tonight. It's no coincidence that I'm here tonight. It's only through the love of our God that I can stand here, because I would soon be a million miles away. And I want to give all the glory to Jesus and our Lord. God bless you.